Hello, I'm Simon Cross. I am the author of New Monasticism UK, a book that looks at the stories of people living in the traditions of monastic and religious life orders here in the UK, here and now in the 21st century. You know, some of the groups that I have visited and spoken to live in close community, sharing all of their resources and sharing life with one another. Others are, you know, much more sort of oriented around normal family life. There's a whole host of expressions of what we can call new monasticism here in the UK today, and this book visits and hears about some of these ways of living. What I heard a lot of people saying was, you know, how can we live this out today? How can this be applied in our lives, you know, in the midst of families, in the midst of work, in the midst of the realities and practicalities of life? A lot of people have left it too late to become celibates, and a lot of people have got other commitments which mean that they can't abandon all of their responsibilities. So how can they and how can we live as new monastics today? I think if you read this book, you'll find that there's some really exciting things happening, but also there's some really normal things happening. People who have become new monastics in a really normal way, in the midst, as I say, of their family responsibilities and their work responsibilities, and you know, who are following Jesus, following the ways of Jesus, taking Jesus seriously is the way I like to think about it. In the midst of their everyday life. We don't see the friars and the monks walking around amongst us as we would have done hundreds of years ago. But you know, there are people walking around in our midst who perhaps we just don't recognise as being monastics. Maybe they do look a bit strange, or maybe they look really conventional and normal. But this book goes under the skin of new monasticism and finds out how people are living and explains perhaps how you can live as a new monastic today.